shadow of the angel Valygar returned battered and beaten. He had wounded the Orks, but in the end had been driven back. Witness Anomen commanded his brothers Ajantis and Coran to avenge him and slay the greenskin war leader. They descended upon the location of the Ork encampment, unsure as to why the Orks were waiting and not rushing out to meet them. No matter, the alien would not stand against their combined might. As they peered into the distance, their targets began to materialize. The lookout towers at the edges of the hidden Ork hold, defenders, strange word to use for an Ork, spilling over the sides of their makeshift towers and stolen Imperial barricades. They saw the severed heads of their brothers in the shadow wing decorating the walls and knocking together like macabre wind chimes in the breeze. This will not stand, they said. Beyond these, blurring at the edge of even their vision and rising slightly above the trees, was a large Ork structure, festooned with looted weapons. Behind it was the broken wing of a crashed starship, which no doubt served as the source for much of the Orks' material. This was their target. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the battle grid for Mission 1 of the Unexpected Waaagh, Part 2 of the Orks versus the Tears of Baal. So, if you have not watched the previous 5-mission campaign entitled The Unexpected Waaagh, Part 1, I suggest you go back and check that out. There'll be a link below in the description, but you don't have to. It'll just help you understand exactly what's going on here and a little bit of the background and history between these two armies. And there is definitely some bad blood. I think we can call it bad blood. Yep. So
that's funny because your blood equals a successor.
That's true. There's a lot of levels to that one. So, all right, guys. As we look at this battle grid right here, you've already seen the, or you will see the terrain and the mission explained a little later. The only thing we're going to talk about right now, before we get into the armies, are these boys right here. They are currently on watch along with these repair Gretchen, and that'll become apparent what's going on there later. But Warboss, why are these guys on watch? Why are they out here on the frontier?
Well, if you remember back in Mission 3, I think it was, they bravely ran in to tag, I think it was your intercessors, missed every single hit, and then got crumped immediately. So, as punishment, they all got put on watch for the next week at least. We all know how bad that can be.
Yeah, a week at least. That's okay. You know, Orks that run in and don't do anything. I don't know, they don't do any damage. That's a sin.
Yeah, it's not very orky.
And there's not many sins in the world of Gork and Mork, but that is indeed one of them. So, excellent. Well, you guys have seen the battle grid. As I said, we'll go over the mission and the terrain later. But for now, we are going to head over to the armies. All right, everyone. Here is 1,000 points of Tears of Baal. If you've seen the Tears of Baal Army Showcase, you'll recognize that this is a combination of the Spears of the Angel and the Eyes of the Angel. So in this campaign, Lieutenant Coran and Lieutenant Ajantis, who's down right here, Spear of the Angel, they have been sent by the Angel's Witness Anomen to take care of this Ork problem after Valygar has come back beaten. So, Ajantis has brought 6 of his aggressors, and then 5 intercessors, and 9 Vanguard veterans. And Coran has lent him a squad of suppressors and a 5-man squad of hellblasters from his wing. Now, the armaments for these guys, you can see the bolt storms on these dudes, and then the sergeant has a power sword over here. I know that's not the best way to run them, but you know what? That's how he was modeled. It was actually from a previous narrative campaign that we did, so that's the way it is. They have auto bolt rifles and an auxiliary grenade launcher. And these Vanguard vets are all WYSIWYG. You can see a couple lightning claws, a couple power swords, a couple axes, chain sword. They are nasty. They are very nasty with their jump packs. And then hellblasters and suppressors, they only come one way. Ajantis down here, he has a mastercrafted power sword. His warlord trait is going to be heroic bearing, so we automatically pass morale tests within 6 inches of him, which could be a big deal, especially with this lower model count army and the new rules for morale in 9th edition. So that's the army. I don't think I missed anything. You guys should know by now that these are Blood Angels, a Blood Angel successor. So that's how we're going to run them. We'll come back with the Orks next. Okay, here's the Ork force today, about 1,000 points. And Grut himself has decided that this battle grid is of prime importance, and he has come out to fight the Yumis. Now, this is a big deal because Coran's force is what you'll see in the next mission, and the Orks are going to be able to mix and match their forces a little bit, but not their HQs. So Grut is here, which means he is not on the other battle grid, which will be mission 2. The tiers will not be mixed and matched because I have the entire company. If you watch the Tears of Baal Army Showcase, there'll be a link in the description to that goes over the entire force, but their chapter is here, or excuse me, their company is here. And so the tiers will not be mixing and matching, but the Orks, of course, there's a lot of boys, there's looters, there's a lot of everything with the Orks, but their HQs, if they're in one place, that means they're not in another. Except for maybe that weird boy. I don't know how far he can jump. Maybe we'll figure that out later.
Without boring us out.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so what do we got here, Warboss?
Okay, so like we said, Grut is back. He's same thing from the last mission, but I'll go over it again. So he took his relic as the Killer Claw. It's strength times 2 if you minus 3 damage, but with he's also taking the 1 CP stratagem for the new one from the Saga of the Beast. The
biggest boss? Yep, biggest boss.
So he has a 4 pinball save, +1 to damage, and then +1 wound. His Warlord, you remember, it's bad.
Oh, I remember.
His Warlord trait is brutal, but kind of allows him to reroll all failed hit rolls in the fight phase. The Kill Claw also allows reroll all failed wounds. So
that's a relic, Kill Claw, right?
Yeah, it's a relic. Yeah. So we took that, and he has the attack squeak. It's funny. I just wanted it.
Of course.
This is Weird Boy Gregory, never Greg. He can never convince them to call him Gregory, so they're always They always call him Greg. He gets mad by this, but
got it.
Tough.
Yeah, right.
So his psychic powers, I gave him one, or also spent a stratagem on him for CP for Warped. Which gives him, he's taking the jump and Fist of Gork. So Fist of Gork gives a character +2 to strength and +2 attacks if it goes off. So you can only imagine if I get it out on him.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Strength 14, 7 attacks, rerolling everything. Yeah, that sounds great.
It's funny because you have 6 aggressors.
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to move on.
Painboy with Power Claw. 3 Mega Knobs, Kill Saws, 5-man squad of Knobs, their WYSIWYG. 10 Gretchen, 1 truck, a Bubble Shaka. That's I love that Bubble Shaka.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
10 Looters, and then squad of 20 boys with a boss knob with Power Claw.
Okay, and just...
Oh yeah, Chapter Tactics should still Death Skulls.
Okay, Death Skulls, fantastic. And if you guys are keeping count at home, the 10 boys that are on watch, they are counted in these points, but not the Repair Gretchen. So, all right, that's the Ork force. Both of these forces have things about them that are pretty scary. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. You know, as always with the Orks, these Ludas are a wild card. This Bubble Chuck is the ultimate wild card, and this is one of the most automatic things I've ever seen in 40k right here. Today's mission, because of its nature of the Tears of Baal attacking the Orks, is going to be to take and hold ground. So we have 4 objectives on the board today. Objective 1 is right here amidst these broken Imperial containers and ruined barricades. Number 2 is right here, an old Imperial guard station by the looks of it, destroyed by the Orks. Number 3, the other side of that aforementioned base. And number 4 is over here in a crate, maybe filled with gubbins. We'll see. So those are the 4 objectives. As has been going on in 9th edition with the rule changes, you'll score points in every battle round after the first. So for holding 1 objective, you'll get 5 points. For holding 2 objectives, you will get an additional 5 points. And for holding more objectives than your opponent, you will get an additional 5 points on top of that for a maximum of 15 points per turn, as per usual, as stated before in 9th edition. There are a couple other special rules for this particular battle, though. Right here is this Ork structure, small guard tower. That twin big shooter up there is active. If there is a model standing next to it, it can fire it. but that is going to be a secondary objective for the Tears of Baal. If this thing is destroyed by them, which it has 10 wounds, toughness 7, 4 up armor save, if they destroy it, that will be 15 points for the Tears. And speaking of this, there will be a special stratagem associated with it. There will be a Grot squad standing next to it, which is going to be more or less, they're going to be more or less non-combatants. I'll get to their rules in a second, but basically for 1 command point, the Warboss will be able to heal D3 wounds on this tower, and that can only be used once per battle round. The Grots themselves, they are going to not really fire, they're not going to fire their guns. It's thought that they're going to have tools and whatnot to repair this thing, but if they are charged, they will each get 1 strength 3, no AP, 1 damage attack hitting on 5s. So not too effective, but they will defend themselves. And the Orks, well, we have not deployed yet, but the Orks, if they slay Lieutenant Ajantis, the Tears Warlord, they get 15 points. Simple as that. No extra stratagems for the Tears in this game. So that is the mission. Now we'll move on to the terrain. Okay, we have the terrain for this mission. So the dark rocks that you see right here, they are going to be considered light cover, difficult terrain, and defensible. And we'll get into what exactly all that is during the game as it comes up. The only thing to know about the rocks is that for the light cover to be effective, the firing model has to be shooting over a piece of rock or something. So if a model or a unit is standing on a rock face, say right here, which is actually the highest relative to the firing model. So if a model was firing from over here at a model standing here, they would not get any cover because there's nothing in between to give them any cover. So that's how we're going to play that. And next are these woods right here, both the fallen logs and the trees. They are going to have the same rules just for simplicity. They're going to be obscuring as well as light cover and difficult terrain. So shooting through them will confer a -1 penalty on any unit doing that. And because these trees, they're meant to represent, copses, not necessarily a single tree. These rocks and craters are difficult terrain. However, the craters will not be considered light cover or anything like that. Only difficult terrain for both of those. And these barricades right here are light cover, obscuring, breachable, a defense line. And you know what? I can't even keep track of all this stuff. I've got it written down, and I know I'm forgetting one. Defensible, defense lines, light cover, obscuring, and breachable. All right. And don't worry, I have them all written down. Hopefully we'll get everything right during the game. So I like the new terrain rules for 9th, but they do get a little unwieldy sometimes. Oh, and this tower right here will confer light cover. It is also scalable. So that is what we're going to be doing, and that's the terrain. We had to roll to see who goes first, or who chooses to go first. The Tears of Baal rolled a 1, the Orks have rolled a 2. An auspicious start. Warboss.
I wanted to play first.
You're going to deploy first, and you're going to go first.
Was there any question?
We'll be back after deployment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are deployed. We'll start with the Tears, because that's where I'm standing. We have 3 suppressors right here. We have the squad of intercessors, the Hellblasters, and Ajantis himself down here in the center. And then we have the aggressors over here on this wing, looking at these objectives. So the Orks are down over here. We've got the boys on watch. We've got the Bubble Chukka and a truck with the knobs and mega knobs in it. We got the Ludas and their Grot shields. And then we have 20 boys, the Weird Boy, Grut, and the Pain Boy. Gregory, the Weird Boy. And so this is going to be really interesting. There's a lot of terrain on this board. There's not a lot of obvious paths to go to, a lot of difficult terrain. I mean, we are in the dense jungle. We are in the dense jungle of this planet. So it's time for turn 1. Orks, we'll come back after the movement phase. Okay, the Orks movement phase is complete. this truck has advanced and it's on the objective right now, along with its knobs and mega knobs. The Ludas got a decent advance roll, and a lot of them were able to get up here. Same with the Gruts. Actually, most of the army advanced, except for the characters, right? They didn't advance. So yeah, everyone is trying to move up, surging. The Orks are surging up through this battle grid, trying to get to these objectives, and they got to one right here. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth my suppressors standing out there in the open to get that objective. I don't know. The Orks might have 10 points in the next command phase. We will see what the tiers decide. But now we have. I mean, pretty much all we're going to be able to do is the psychic phase, right? There's not a lot of. Watch the chandelier. All right. Nope. That's right. That's right. So just roll right into the psychic phase for weird boy.
I need to have a think.
Gregory.
Well, I will cast Fist of Gork on. Try to cast Fist of Gork on Grut.
Okay.
So work charge value is 6.
No.
He gets +2 because he's next to the boys.
Plus.
+2 because.
Oh, +2. There's 20 of them.
Yeah.
Within a foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It passes.
Awesome. All right. That passes.
And
Fist
I
of
need
Gork.
to think about what I want to cast a jump on.
Roger that. Okay, so a plan has been made in order to make a decision. So Grut has, well, you can't really see him from here. You can see his attack squid.
Yeah.
Squig. I keep saying squid. You can see the attack squig over there. So Fist of Gork has been put on him, and a decision is now being made of whether to jump him or not. And what are the rules, Warboss?
Odds I do it, evens I don't.
Roll. You don't. Okay. So
Gork and work is spoken.
Grut will not attack those aggressors with the jump. So
That's just going to give you PTSD if I do that.
you know what? It would. So are you going to jump the boys, or are you going to jump nothing?
I didn't have to think again, I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll be back. So Grut has decided that he is in fact more cunning than brutal, and the weird boy is going to jump the Ork boys onto this objective right here.
Your charge value is 7.
All right. 8?
That's 10.
10? Okay.
Doesn't blow his head off this time.
All right, not this time. All right, we'll move those Orks there, and I think that's the end of the turn, right? There's no shooting.
Ranged, yeah, there's nothing I can shoot.
No charging. Okay, so we'll move them, and then we'll move right into Tears of Baal, turn 1. All right, the Tears of Baal movement phase and the Tears of Baal turn is over. So the suppressors jumped forward, they advanced. I needed to get, I'm barely within 3 of that objective. I didn't want to move them like that, but I had to get some points this turn because the Orks were about to get 15. So at least I will get 5, maybe, if they're still alive in my command phase. And these intercessors advanced, and then these guys moved up behind them. And the aggressors had got a big 6 on their advance. They moved 12 inches because they have base movement of 5. I get +1 for the Red Thirst. It's a great little ability. I'm looking at this objective right here, and I hemmed and hawed before the game during deployment for several minutes, so the Warboss can attest to this. My Vanguard veterans, you notice, are in reserve. I thought about putting them on the board. I'm actually kind of regretting putting them in reserve right now, but that's okay. We are going to play with the decisions we make, so maybe it'll end up being a better one in the end. We'll find out. So we will be back with Orks turn 2 next. Okay, so the Ork movement phase is complete. We've stayed over here on the objectives, and the Orks did pick up 15 points, 1 for this objective, or I should say 5 for this objective, 5 more for this other one, and 5 more for having more than the tiers. So the Ludas have moved up here. They did not advance this time, and the Orks here have stayed still. We haven't really moved a whole lot. We've just done a little shuffling, and we are about to jump the Ludas to get the rest of them up here onto their little spot. So, are you ready?
Yes.
He has plus a lot.
That's +3.
Yep, +3 over here. Okay.
We could blow his head off.
8 + 3 is 11.
Okay.
Gregory's okay. He was feeling a little iffy there, but we'll go ahead and move the Ludas, and then we'll come back for shooting.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're here with the Ork shooting phase. We are nominally sending everything into the suppressors, although we are, of course, going to go one by one and see what happens. So we're starting with this truck. Transhuman physiology has been put on them, trying to get them to survive. So we're going to start with the truck right here. You ready?
Yep. 3 shots, hitting 5s, and a deck. Nice.
All right, that's 2 hits.
And then what are you going for fighting? 1 wound, no AP.
No AP? All right, 3s. All right, good start.
And then definitely make sure that on the towers, 6s because they're secure.
Yep. Sadaka.
1 hit. And then 6 no wounds. And
Okay.
see how many shots we get for the wounds.
Oh yeah, D3 shots for 2.
I'll take it. So that's
Okay. 18? Yep. Yep, because we got one, what's that called? The Mega? The whatever the Luda Sergeant is. I can't remember what it is. The Sapper? No. I can't remember. We'll have to check. But yeah. We'll come back with the roll.
Oh, I got it right here.
Oh, you got it right here?
Yeah, 18
Okay.
shots.
Fantastic.
Hitting on 6s. I'm not going to play the strategy, so...
No Deca stratagem. Okay, so 2 hits, 2 Decas. 3 hits. All right, winning on 3s.
4, 5s, and 6s.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. My brain.
I wish it wasn't.
Yep. Thank you for that.
It's 2 wounds, AP -1.
All right, force. Make 1, fail 1. That's 2 wounds, right?
Yep.
I believe these guys only have 2 wounds. Yeah, I'm gonna check. So that's 1 suppressor down. Okay, suppressors do indeed have 2 wounds, so one of them has died. And I made a mistake in placement. I ended up having to take the sergeant so that they can stay in coherency and also be on the objective. So, my bad. All right, now we finally have the bubble chukka. So the way we're gonna do this, just because it's more fun, we're gonna roll 4d6, and then we go back and forth picking which die goes into which stat. So, and I think it begins with you, right? You get to pick the first one?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's roll the 4d6s.
Oh, it's gonna be 5. Number of shots.
Oh, okay. I am going to have this be the, well, actually, I'll have this be the strength.
Okay. AP.
Oh, damage. All right, fantastic. So we got 5 shots hitting on 5s because of the obscuring terrain. It hits on 4s usually because of those grots. Strength 2, AP -1, 4 damage.
So 6s.
Okay.
Hey, I got hit through.
All right, and do they do get DACAs, right? Because
No, they're grots.
they're grots, right?
Yeah.
I thought they got the,
Oh, they did.
the
We looked that
DACAs.
up.
Yeah, they just don't get the Death Skull stuff.
Oh.
Okay, 1 hit,
So 1 hit. At
strength 2. So you need another 6.
Shit.
Yep.
This works.
Right.
Nope.
All right, command point. No.
No, because that makes me -4, and that would have got me killed.
AP -1, 4 damage.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, it's all good. Okay, so that was the bubble chukka. Always an interesting time. I like picking back and forth as well, but that is the end of the Orcs' turn. There's no charges, so we have had a pretty slow start here. But as soon as these armies come to grips with each other, I think it's gonna be over fast one way or the other. This is gonna be very deadly. So we will come back with Tears of Baal movement phase next. Okay, it took a while, but the Tears of Baal movement phase is over. I am currently regretting putting these guys in deep strike. If I had had them on the board in turn 1, I could have probably got them somewhere back here, maybe charged the Ludas. I don't know. Maybe not. Your guys were all back towards the line. I'm not sure, but anyway, everything was screened out back here. Except for, this corner, but I didn't like that corner because if I go over there, these mega knobs and knobs get out. I get shot by everything, and then they charge. Even my 3-up invulnerable saves. Just, yeah, we're still using the old rules for the Marines because the Codex hasn't come out quite yet for 9th, but so these Storm Shields are 3-up invulnerable saves. They still have 1 wound apiece. So as far as I can tell, put it in the comments if you see a better move for me, but I think I'm going to try to get rid of these boys and then just take the fury of the Orc army into the veterans. So maybe it'll buy me 1 more turn, and I'll be able to deny him some points because right now the Orcs are in danger of running away with things if I don't do something. But up here, I've advanced the aggressors. I've advanced the intercessors right here. They have the auto bolt rifles, so they will still be able to fire. And I have Ajantis and the Hellblasters who also advanced. These boys have stayed still. They got to stay on that objective, so they will be shooting. Okay, so we're going to move on to the shooting phase next, and I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. All right, guys, these intercessors right here are going to shoot their auto bolt rifles into these boys. So they're hitting on 4s because of obscuring terrain and not rerolling any hits. Oh, that was a hit right there. And this 3 was a 4. And then they will be wounding on 4s.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 4. Well, it's AP -1 because of the tactical doctrine.
Thank God. 6 up in
Yep,
bowls.
6 up invulns. And oh my God. Okay, wait, I gotta roll the tape back because I get to reroll ones to wound because of my lieutenant. But still, so far, only one boy has fallen. We'll be back in a second. Okay, there was 1-1 there in the wounds, and it ended up wounding and killing another boy. So 2 boys have died. I had 2 shots with the auxiliary grenade launcher, frag grenade, and they did not wound. So that is the end of them. So next we will have the suppressors. And I need to think about that for a second. We'll be back. Okay, so I started rolling the suppressors off camera. Their target is the bubble chukka. And even with the obscuring, they all hit. So we decided to turn the camera on. Wounding on 3, strength 7 versus toughness 5. That's 8 wounds. AP -2, doesn't get a save. The bubble chukka is gone.
And everyone's flat Robbie.
They're happy about it because it's such a goofy thing. I don't know.
That's explosions.
Oh, fair enough. All right, so the tiers took down a model. That is good. All right, guys, we'll be back with the charge phase. Just so you know, I will definitely be playing Descent of Angels, so I get 3d6 against those boys. We'll be back with that next. As expected, with the extra d6, the Vanguard vets easily make it in. Rolled a 17 on my charge roll. +1 for Red Thirst is 18, so I could have made it to the Weird Boy. Unfortunately, I could not declare him as a target, though, because he was outside 12 inches, but that's what we've got. So the Vanguard vets are right here, and they are about to hammer these boys with a lot of weapons. So I'll be back with all the dice next. All right, guys, these Vanguard vets, they have 5 different weapons in this squad, so I decided to roll them off camera. Even forgetting Red Thirst for the Lightning Claws, which is unfortunate, but I remembered it for all the other things. They did 17 wounds. These are 17 6-up invulnerable saves because...
Decimals.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, my word. I don't want to... Oh, I see 1.
So 16 are dead.
So that means there are 2 left. Yeah.
I can go ahead and do leadership.
Well, that's after. So you still get to attack back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do leadership at the end. So you want to attack with 2 boys real quick?
Yeah, 6 attacks.
6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Yep, and then wounding on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
2 wounds, no AP.
All right, I have a lot of storm shields in here, so we'll do the chain sword first. He's dead, and we'll do the power sword. He's alive. All right, we got 1 of them. Okay, you need a 1. Well,
No, I think I automatically fail, and I just, if I roll 1s.
no. So I don't think so. It's you just roll your morale test. 1 auto passes, and they both live.
Oh. Come on.
5. Okay, so one's dead, and now with the attrition, I think on 1s and 2s, the other one dies. We can check after this, but okay. I don't know if you can re-roll. We'll check. We'll check the command point re-roll. The Vanguard veterans, there was 1 knob left at the end. We forgot about him in the squad, and I could not let Endless Green Tide happen. So unfortunately, I had to spend 3 command points to have these guys fight again. Obviously, they annihilated the knob, but now I am left with a single command point, and I don't know. I can't use transhuman on these guys. There's a lot of 3-up invulnerable saves in there. We'll see. The Weird Boy could also, he lost a lot of his bonuses, so there's less of a chance for him to get a super smite, but I have no defense against his smite that might be coming in, and then there's this old boy right here. So, yep, we shall see what happens in the next turn. I did not want to spend those 3 command points, but that is just the way of the game. Maybe if I'd paid attention to my rules and rerolled my wounds, or had Red Thirst for my Lightning Claws. But that's what'll happen. So, okay, we're gonna move on to the Orks' turn next. The Orks' movement phase is complete. This is the top of turn 3. So Grut has moved up over here along with the Pain Boy. Weird Boy has stayed still, as have the Ludas and the Grots and the boys in the tower. The Meganobs have jumped out to hold that objective, and this truck needed to a 4-up to advance and contest this objective from the suppressors, and we rolled a 3 at first, and then command point was spent, and it was a 4. So this is just barely by a squig contesting this objective. So that makes the Tears of Baal sad, but that's what we've got going on. So we are going to move right into the psychic phase. So what are we going to start with, Warboss?
No, smite.
All right.
Where do you want to roll?
Right here.
Okay. That goes off because it's +1.
Yep. Well, it's a 5 anyway, so.
Yeah. D3 more.
Oh boy.
Yes!
What is that? Is
That's
that a
a
3?
five. That's a 5.
All right. Shoot. Okay. Well, I'll take away 3. We'll be back in the orc shooting phase.
Oh no, I'm gonna put one more psychic power.
Oh, that's right.
Fist of Gork.
Fist of Gork, as if you needed it.
I still need it. It goes off on a 6.
That's a 10.
So 11. I didn't blow my head off.
Okay. All right. So the psychic powers go off from the weird boy. We will be back with the orc shooting phase next. It's the beginning of the orc shooting phase. We're going to start with the characters and the grots, trying to whittle down these guys, see if they can get lucky, get rid of them, and see if the ludas can take on other targets. So what do we got here?
Okay, Brett's gonna shoot his custom shooter.
Okay.
More shots hitting on foes.
Wow. 3, 4 hits. This is
That's not that's atypical work shooting.
this is bad.
And then
All right.
wounding on 4.
4 wounds. Okay.
AP.
Okay. I have 2 storm shields left. No AP.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna put one on a lightning claw that's not the sergeant. He's dead. Another one that's not the sergeant. He's alive. I'll put one on the axe. It's a storm shield. Okay, and one on the... What should I do? I guess the axe again. 3 up. He's alive. Okay, so I lost the lightning claw guy right here. All right, moving on.
Okay, the pain boy's gonna throw a sticky bomb.
Okay.
So D6. 3 shots. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5.
Strength 3, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
strength
there it
3.
is.
Wounds no AP.
Shoot. Okay, I will take the other lightning claw guy. 3 up save. He makes it. All right.
Pain boy's gonna do this. Alright, weird boy Greg's gonna do the same thing. Give me D6. 2 shots. Nothing.
That's a little better.
Okay. The grots.
Oh man.
1, 2, 3, 4,
This is
5.
ignominious. I'd rather get shot by grots than charged, I'll tell you that much.
6 shots from the grot blasters. Hitting on 4s because they're grots.
Okay. Ooh.
And 1 DACA.
They do get a DACA, yep.
Yay.
Hey, you haven't been rolling any lucky rolls for Death Skulls this entire game. I feel like a donkey for forgetting my red thirst, but we've been forgetting luckies. All right, well, everybody, we won't screw that up anymore.
Nothing.
You're not lucky though.
No.
Not grots anyway.
Uh-huh.
I just thought of it. I haven't been holding out on you.
Oh, I know. I'm a freaking idiot. Oh, God.
Are we gonna have tears on camera for the first time?
Maybe. Lunas are going. Yeah, you know what? Well, obscured.
I feel like Grut has got him.
All 3 of them, I think. So the Lunas. How many of them can see?
So I think we're looking at the suppressors right now.
Oh no, looking at your dressers.
Oh, you want me to pause it and have a think?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, the Ludas are gonna shoot at the aggressors. So we've determined that 6 of the Ludas can see them, and 2 command points have been spent on more DACA. So 5s and 6s will explode. So the Ludas are going to be hitting on 6s because of the obscuring, but 5s are going to explode, and so they'll get another shot with those. So D3 shots for the Ludas. Do you want to command point that? No?
I only have 2 CP.
Only have 2 left? Okay.
So 6 shots. Well, this is when it happens when you play Orks, but I'm lucky.
That's what I heard.
That explodes.
That explodes and doesn't hit, but unlucky. Okay. Ludas. I guess that's what happens. Who knows what's going on? Maybe the grots got in the way. Maybe they're, I don't know. They're tired from climbing.
Those are heavy guns. Okay. We can just roll straight and shoot these suppressors.
Okay. So the truck's going to be hitting on 6s with its big shooter.
Yep, and then we got the rocket and it's coming out in there as well.
Okay. That's a heavy weapon, right? It advanced. So, or is it an assault weapon? We can check.
It's an assault weapon.
It is? Okay.
Okay. This is for the truck, so I'll reroll because I'm lucky. That hits.
And a DACA.
So 1 hit. Wounds.
Strength
Yeah,
5?
Yeah, strength 5.
Okay. No AP?
Okay.
Save. All right.
Okay. Then the
rocket.
rocket from. Yeah.
This is a 6.
I'll reroll that because I'm lucky. Nothing.
Nothing. Tower?
Yeah, twin big shooter from the tower.
All right. Twin big shooter.
That hit. No, obscured, right?
They are. Yeah, they are obscured. It was the truck when it was in its old position that was not obscured.
Reroll because I'm lucky. And it hits.
And it's a DACA.
That's
All right.
good. And 3. Wounds, no AP.
Oh, fail. I will take the wound. Yep. Okay. Is that the end of the shooting phase?
That's it.
All right. I'm gonna need double ones twice over here. We'll be back with the charge phase next. Okay, not a big surprise with the Here We Go, but the Orks all got into the charge, and I'm kind of hoping for a miracle 3-up Storm Shield spree right here. So are you ready to start the fight phase?
I am. You only have one command point, right?
That's right.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Right, as this is right.
Oh my word.
7 attacks.
All right. This is the only.
2 reroll.
All right.
Oh, drop the attack.
Drops an attack. It's been a while since he's fought the Beakies, like what, a day?
Yeah. And
All right.
2s, rerolling 1s. They all hit 6 at AP minus 3.
Okay, so I'm going to put them on Storm Shields. So here's the axe. Save. Axe. Fail. Thunderhammer. Fail. And AP minus 3. So 6s. Fail. 6. Fail. That's the squad. Okay, that is the end. I don't have command points for only in deaths is due to end. Oh, that's only characters,
Yeah.
so I can't do that anyway. So, all right, I will remove these Vanguard vets. I guess they did their job.
Good work.
Yeah, I guess they did their job. It remains to be seen what happens for the rest of this mission. We will be back with Tears of Baal at the bottom of turn 3 next. Okay, guys, we're here partway through the Tears of Baal movement phase. I've moved the Hellblasters over here along with the Ajantis to try to get on this side. They did not advance, they just moved. The suppressors have, of course, stayed still, as have the intercessors. Now, the aggressors. So, look who's the nearest enemy model. It's the Warlord, it's Grut. So, if I advance these guys, if I get a 5 or a 6, I can get multiple aggressors into range. And then I have a command point for steady advance. I have 2 now, so I can even re-roll the advance roll. So I think at this point, I've got to go for it. I've got to take something down, and I've got to deal a blow to the Orks. Even though if the aggressors get out there, they'll be within range of the Ludas, and I won't be able to spend command points on transhuman physiology, but I don't really know what else to do right now, because if I don't do something like that, the aggressors are just going to stand there. And I could move them over here. I gotta measure that and see. I don't know, but I gotta stay on this objective too. So this is a tough spot, but I'm letting you guys know what I'm thinking. I'm gonna measure real quick to see how far they are away from the truck. I forgot to look at that, but I think we might go for the Warlord. So we'll see in a moment. Okay, I did some measuring, and there's really not much going on over here for the aggressors. They just can't get close enough even if they roll well. So I'm gonna go for it right here. So here's my advance roll. It's a 5. I gotta measure real quick and see if I'm gonna try to get a 6, but I don't think so. 5 should be enough, +1 for Red Thirst is a 6. They're gonna be moving 9 inches. We'll be back. All right, here's the aggressors. Only 3 of them were able to get in range of Grut, and we took our shots. We have this many hits. We'll come back with the wounds in a minute. 14 wounds. They're not within 6 inches of Ajantis, so they could not re-roll the ones. So here we go. 14 4-up invulnerable saves. Ooh, there's quite a few failures in there. Failed most of them.
That's 9.
9. He has 7 wounds, right? Or 6?
Yeah.
7? Okay. He's right next to the pain boy, so 6 is to ignore. No 6s. Don't give me 6s. 2. That's 7. Should be 7 wounds. Wait.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I didn't even see those down
7.
there. Okay.
I'm going to do a command point 1.
Do command point to save Grut. Do you want to think, or are we going to do it right now?
No, we're going to do it.
We're going to do it? Command point? I swear to God. I swear to God. Is he lucky?
Ah!
So close to being lucky. Okay. It paid off. Grut is taken down. Is that the first time I've taken him down?
No, you got him last mission.
Well, this is the first time with the aggressors.
Yeah.
They got their vengeance. All right.
We're still like 3 to 1 now.
That's not what's important. Okay, guys, the intercessors over here shot at the Gruts and killed 1, or 2 of them shot at the Gruts. And we also took 1 crack grenade shot at the Weird Boy, but nothing happened. We did get 1 Grut. I don't know if I mentioned that. So we're moving over here. The Hellblasters are going to overcharge and fire into the truck. So we're gonna see if we can get the truck and then hopefully get a couple of the knobs inside. We'll see what happens. So I'm overcharging, so I'm gonna do these separately. I'll do the sergeant first. All right, he hits twice. And then regular guys, this is going well. This is going well. Get rid of one of those, but that one's in. All right, there's one. I will not command point reroll. I'll just eat that. And okay, this many hits. And wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because of Ajantis. That is very good. Wow. Okay, that was massive overkill. You have 8 6-up invulnerable saves for this truck.
Well, they're 2 damage a pop, right?
Yes, you have Ramshackle too after this to reduce it to 1.
Oh, I save.
Save 2.
So that's
6 of them.
So that's 12 damage.
Yep. So any more 6s reduces them to 1 damage.
Nope.
No 6s.
Truck is dead.
Truck is dead. Does it explode? Oh boy. Now we get a 6, right?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Okay, we will take those guys out, the knobs, and we'll be right back with the suppressors firing into them. Here's what's happened. The war boss has decided to put the knobs as close as possible because, hey, that's what they're here to do. So we also spent 1 command point on loot it. Yep, so these knobs have a 3-up armor save now. So now the suppressors are going to fire into them. 4 shots hitting on 3s. Oh, that's a good start. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. They are not. Oh, dang it! Only 1 wound. 1 5-up save. Save -2. 6. Vulnerable save. Okay, that was terrible. I was really hoping for a little more than that. I think I'm just gonna have to hang out there. I kind of wanted to try to charge them with the suppressors. You know, I'm gonna charge you with my Hellblasters. And yeah, we measured earlier. It's 12 inches with difficult terrain right there. Well, 11 with Red Thirst. So you want to fire Overwatch, or you don't have any command points?
Nope.
Okay. Nope. Close but no cigar. And I will not spend a command point to reroll that. I am not going to charge you with the suppressors. If I was in Assault Doctrine, I might consider it because of all the extra attacks they would get. But yeah, I think you'll just smoke me in your turn instead of my turn, which I don't want. So that's how we're going to end Tears of Baal. There's no... Oh, Grots need to take morale.
Yeah.
They lost 1. They auto pass. They're good boys. Okay. This next turn is going to be huge. This is the beginning of turn 4. This game ends on turn 5. I don't know if I mentioned that before. If the Ludas power up and get into the aggressors, I'm not sure how I can... Yeah, plus you're going to move the Weird Boy. Is he going to be able to get in range? We'll see if he's in range of Smite. He'll probably be able to if he advances. And so if the aggressors get taken out, I am not sure how the tiers are going to be able to get up here into the Orks. So... But we'll see. We'll see what happens next turn. We'll be back with the Orks. All right, guys, the Ork movement phase was pretty chill. Nothing really moved back here except for the Pain Boy and the Weird Boy, who we'll get to in a minute. The knobs have moved into, I won't say unfailable charge range, because if they roll double 1s twice in a row, double 1s -2 is 0 in difficult terrain. So we'll see if we can manage that with Here We Go. And we're over here to the Psychic phase now, and it's become canon because Warboss was talking about what powers Weird Boy Gregory could cast, and he said what now?
He said he's so full of Waaagh energy that if he doesn't, he'll paralyze himself.
Okay, so he has to cast a power. I believe your words were he'll Fist of Gork something. It sounds like Tuesday night in Orks, maybe Thursday night.
Yep. So that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna Fist of Gork the Pain Boy.
Okay.
That sounds dirty.
Indeed.
That goes off.
Okay, fantastic. So it goes off.
And he's gonna jump the Pain Boy.
He is?
Yep.
Did the Pain Boy ask for this?
No.
Okay.
So he needs that's 10.
It works.
Okay, so I'll move him in a second.
Definitely lowercase w on Works. Okay, we'll be back. So this is why people like Orks and why everybody else hates them. In a moment of, well, we'll find out if it's genius or not here pretty quick, but the Pain Boy has been dejumped against his will by Weird Boy Gregory over there, and he is now at a 9-inch charge with a reroll into the Warlord. This guy is worth 15 points right here, Ajantis. And if he kills him, he will not be available for mission 3. So, we're not to the charge phase yet, but I just thought I would talk about what happened over here and how upset I am at my lack of invulnerable save on lieutenants. So that's okay. Everyone out there who knows Space Marines are overpowered does not give one crap about my complaints, and rightly so. But I just thought I would mention it. This is one of those moments. The Orks, are they geniuses or are they insane? Are they dumb? I think they're all three.
Yes.
All right, and at the same time.
Yes.
That's why it's insane. Okay. I will do some cursing off camera in a moment. All right, it's time for the Orc shooting phase. And in case anybody's wondering, I did not have 2 command points for Auspex scan, or else I definitely would have used it. Or actually, wait, I don't know if I could. I think it's coming in from reserves. I don't think a teleport would work. Never mind. I don't have the command points anyway, but if I had 2 command points, I would have tried. So, all right, we are putting the rocket from the knobs into the Hellblasters, and then the sticky bombs and shooters into the suppressors. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, where are we starting?
Okay, we'll do the rocket. So,
And remember, you're lucky.
I am. It's on a 5. And it hits.
There it is. That's
and
unfortunate.
then wounds on a 2. And it wounds AP minus 3.
All right, 6. That's a 5.
So D6 damage.
All right, so anything but a 1. Okay, that's a dead Hellblaster.
And the sticky bomb. 5 shots. And 5s. 1.
One
I
hit?
re-rolled it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't re-roll the rocket. It hit.
I'd rather go with this one.
Okay.
And then a 5. Nope.
Okay.
And then 3 sluggers. And a Daka.
And a lucky.
Yeah, they all hit.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, you can re-roll a wound roll now.
Yep, and then 4s. Roll that because I'm lucky. Nope, 2, no AP.
No AP. 3s. Got it.
Okay. 1 big shoot into your aggressor.
One big shoot into the aggressors. All right, fantastic. We'll do it over here.
6 attacks. 1 Daka.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yep. Oh,
And
that's
that's
a
a
Daka.
That rule.
Wounding on 4s, because I'm toughness 5.
Okay, 3 wounds. No
Very,
AP.
very unfortunate. I take 2 wounds. All right. One of my aggressors is on 1 wound left, and we got the Ludas left, eh?
Yes.
All right, we'll come back after we see how many Ludas can see the aggressors and roll the dice. Real quick, guys, forgot to take the casualty from the overcharge last turn, so there's actually 2 Hellblasters gone now. We're over here with the Ludas, and 5 of the Def Guns can see the aggressors, and the custom Mega Blaster, I think that's what it is, from the quote-unquote Sergeant. I can't remember what they're called. Starts with an S. He's just barely in range as well. So, we're gonna shoot his gun first?
Yeah.
Assault 1. If he rolls a 1, he's dead.
Roll that
So
kind of lucky.
close. Okay.
Okay, number of shots.
I was hoping that'd be a 1. All right, D3 shots. 5 shots, okay. You don't have any command points, do you? Oh, you have 1?
I'm gonna command point.
I was gonna say, if you're not gonna use it. Okay,
Okay,
2,
okay.
that's twice as many. Okay, we have 10. I really need this to whiff. I'm glad you don't have enough command points for Daka.
You mean more Daka?
More Daka?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, you're right.
And 5s. No, 6s.
6s. And it's a Daka.
Yeah.
6s are because of the intervening terrain, guys.
And I
Obscuring.
can reroll one because I'm. No,
You did it. Yep, you did it for him.
So 2 hits.
2 hits. All right, 3s. 2 wounds.
AP minus 1.
Minus 1. Okay, I got 2 4-up saves. I make 1 fail 1, so that guy on 1 wound is gone. So this aggressor has been taken off as a casualty. Okay. Oh boy, this is an interesting turn. Are we just gonna roll into the charge phase? No pun intended. All right, I want to do this. We gotta do the pain boy last. That's the drama. So don't roll snake eyes twice. All right, here we go. Okay, all right, they are in. So let's roll the pain boy and then we'll move them in. This is gonna be a problem. I need you to screw this up. Are you charging both units or just 1?
Nah, I'm just gonna charge instead of Ajantis. That way you can't get me back in combat and kill me.
Yep, and I may consider overwatching if the Hellblasters are there. So,
Alright.
okay, here we go. Are you gonna keep that 4? Because you need a 5 up. Okay.
Work and work.
Emperor, for the Emperor. Oh. Yes, for the Emperor. Oh my God. I'm gonna turn the camera off. All right, guys, we did the knobs against the suppressors off camera because it really wasn't too much of a fight. Their kill saws and whatnot made short work of them. So now the Tears of Baal are gonna have the bottom of turn 4 to try to do some work here. We're gonna get a few points, but not too many. So I don't know if we'll be able to catch up, but we definitely dodged a bullet with the Pain Boy right here. That was almost a bad day. So. We'll be back after the Tears of Baal movement phase and see what we can do. All right, everyone, the Tears of Baal movement phase is complete. I moved the Hellblasters up here and Ajantis, and I made sure everybody was still within range of the Pain Boy to shoot, including these intercessors right here. I need him to be gone, and then we're going to charge these knobs with everybody over there. Here's the big roll, though. I moved the aggressors. I need a big advance roll to get on this objective, and then I'm gonna shoot these Ludas. And the way we're looking, there's no obscuring terrain in between. They have grot shields. But
I'm out of command points.
Oh, we're out of command points. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna do another advance roll for these guys on camera. I have 2 command points, and so I will definitely be willing to use one on this if I need to. So, for the Emperor, for Sanguinius, and the Red Thirst. Oh yeah, we got it. So the intercessors fired a crack grenade from their auxiliary grenade launcher and their auto bolt rifles at the Pain Boy. It only took 1 wound off him. It was some pretty bad firing. I guess they were looking at the Ludas the whole time. But the Hellblasters made up for it. They got 5 wounds, no overcharge. But we have 5 6-up saves, and then whatever's left are 6-up feel no pains. Okay. 4 6-up feel no pains. You need 2. You got 1. All right.
Dang it, no
So
command points.
the Pain Boy is down. All right, and Ajantis will fire his bolt pistol into the knobs. He hits, and toughness 4. He wounds. AP -1 because it's the assault doctrine. It's a pistol.
Nope.
All right, takes a wound off one of the knobs. Maybe that'll come in handy. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. But now it's time for me to get some dice ready because the aggressors are up on the objective and they have 1 target, the Ludas. We'll be back with a lot of dice because I'm using 1 command point on steady advance. The aggressors have fired. Well, they haven't fired their 10d6 frag storms yet, but we have 22 6-up saves from the Ludas just from their normal guns because of the ability to fire twice. So, a lot of 6-up saves. That's not very many 6s, I think. Okay, and in a hail of bolt or fire, the Ludas are taken down. This game just got interesting. There's only 1 turn left, so we'll see. Will the Space Marines be able to pull it out, or will the Orks? Well, actually, that's the shooting phase. Yeah, will the Orks be able to come back? We got to do the charge phase. There's still something left, but this is a big deal. Those Ludas are powerful, and they are no longer on the board. So we'll come back to you guys in the charge phase down here. All right, the charges were pretty easy. So the Tears of Baal were able to get in, and we have the dice over here. The dice on the left are for the Hellblasters, on the right are for Ajantis. So I am going to do the Hellblasters first. So we are hitting on 3s over here. And we'll take out these misses. We are wounding on 3s because of the Red Thirst, and we'll have AP -1. Oh, we're rolling those 1s because of Ajantis. That drop dice don't count. And I get 1 more. There are 6 wounds at AP -1, so 6 4-up saves. I need to take out a couple.
Oh, you did.
Oh, all right, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, and the one's on the So.
Oh, that's right, the 4. Yep. Okay, that was pretty good right there. Okay.
So I gotta keep him. What's he doing?
No, not when you're taking casualties.
Okay, he's dead. Oh,
Okay. Which one's on one? Okay. All right, roll Ajantis over here. He's hitting on 2s, and he hits all but once. And then he has a mastercrafted power sword. He is wounding on 3s as well, rerolling 1s. Rolls 3 2s. All right, so you need your 6 of invulnerable save for 2. You have 3 left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna command point one of these. I have 1 command point left, and all right, 3 wounds, 3 6s.
Yes.
You got one of them?
Yeah, one's alive.
Oh my word! All right, that's crazy. I'm gonna go back and make sure I didn't have a 1 in the wounds. Okay, there's 1 knob left. He's putting his attacks into Ajantis. This could still go very poorly for the Marines. All right, 3 attacks hitting on 4s. I need this to go badly.
I'll reroll that because I'm lucky.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, he's gonna live.
Okay, all right.
And wounding on 2.
Is it flat 2 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, AP minus 2.
2. I have 2 5-up saves. I make none of them. He takes 4 wounds. Okay, yeah, he is on 1 or 2. I have to check the Primaris Lieutenant, but that was so close. That was so close. All right, and he will consolidate right over here to get closer, but all right, there we go. We're gonna measure up and see if we're in range of the objective. That's pretty close. I don't know if we'll be in range of 3. We'll find out. All right, guys, so we're back, and this roll, it might be for the game. This is gonna be really close. So right now the Orks have 30 points. The Space Marines have 15. And Space Marines are holding this objective, and this objective. The Orks have this one down here. The Orks, this is the beginning of turn 5, so the Orks command phase is already over. They have the max number of points they're gonna get this game. If the game ended right now, well, with 1 more turn for the tiers, they would get 15 points for holding 2 objectives and holding more than the Orks. So the best the tiers can do is tie, because I won't be able to take this down with the units I have remaining in the time allotted. So, Weird Boy has had another inspiration. He is within 12 inches, and you can see him right through there. You can see his cloak. These boys who have been on watch the whole time, will they be able to redeem themselves in the eyes of the Waaagh, in the eyes of, more importantly, Grut? Well, he is the Waaagh. So, we are going to cast to jump. And we forgot earlier, Gretchen are included in the Waaagh energy for the Weird Boy, so he gets +1 to this roll. And so basically he needs a 6, because Warp Charge is 7. So are you ready?
I am.
And you have a command point too, right? So you can re-roll this if you want. It goes off. The Orks are going to jump, and why that's important? Poor Ajantis. He has 1 wound, and he is vulnerable. We'll come back after we move the Orks. The Orks have made their jump. Ajantis is in their sights. We did have some Grot Blasters firing at the aggressors. They did do a wound, but the armor save was made. This is all there is left. That was the only shooting. So, Warboss, are you ready for the 9-inch rerollable charge? I am so ready for a redux of the Pain Boy for the Emperor. No! Ah! The Orks have piled in. They've attacked. They've wounded. 8 of them were able to attack. Now, I have 9 3-up armor saves to make, or the Orks win. What do you say, Emperor? What do you say? He's dead.
Yes!
Not by very much, but he's dead. Okay. Well, the Orks have officially won this game. It doesn't really matter what happens next. The Hellblasters would, I don't know, they'd probably kill that knob just with their attacks. And then the tiers would get 15 points next turn, but they would lose 45 to 30 to the Orks because they're able to take down the Warlord. Now, the consequences for this: Ajantis will not be available in Mission 3 for the tiers, but Grut will not be available for the Orks in Mission 3 either, because he has fallen. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens if the Orks can survive without their Warboss. But you know what? Weird Boy Gregory was easily the MVP of this game. Without him, I'm not sure what would have happened. We'll leave that to an alternative universe. But Yeah, this is a nail biter right down to the last roll. Yeah, I only failed the armor saves by 2. Shoot, you know. So that's the way it was. We'll come back with mission 2 very soon, and that will be Lieutenant Coran of the Eyes of the Angel. He will be fighting against another Ork army. I do believe this one will have more bikes in it, more war buggies, I should say, for the Orks. So. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. It was definitely exciting for us, but the Orks have come out victorious. They did not have an epic, resounding victory, but a victory nonetheless, and there will be consequences for that beyond the loss of both warlords for Mission 3. The tiers will pay for not being able to take enough ground. So make sure you check out, subscribe, look at the links down in the description, and you will find more campaigns. You will find links to the rest of this. And I encourage you again, if you liked this, go back and check out the first Tears of Baal vs. Orks campaign if you haven't seen it, in order to get a little more context for this battle and to see some of the lore and stories and jokes that have been going on throughout this mission. So thanks again. I hope you had an awesome time, and we'll see you soon.